Hey, it's Jake from USA Medical. Hey, I want to do some of these classic podcasts where it's just me and a microphone, no camera, no nothing. Because it's just kind of, for one, generally easier for me to do this. And two, I just think I can kind of get thoughts out quicker when I have them. I'm still going to do a weekly podcast on camera. Don't worry, that's not changing. But, some more content for you and some things I'm thinking about. And right now, today, I've kind of been thinking about this concept of heaven a lot. And I kind of just want to talk about it because it's an interesting thing where I feel like I kind of grew up in a world where a lot of people are kind of waiting for heaven, right? A lot of people kind of have this dream of heaven later, right? Whether it's literally heaven later in this lifetime where they're going to become rich and famous and successful, and then finally they'll achieve heaven later and it will be so great here on earth. Or they literally are kind of waiting to die, which I think is one of the most, cynical takes that I think I just grew up around, is people that are in a very real way, like waiting to die because heaven is next. And man, that to me was always like, wow, that's awful. It's an awful way to exist, and it kind of led me to this conclusion where I kind of have this, innate philosophical belief now that heaven is a choice, hell is a choice, and this is what we got. This idea that there's something else, it's like, well, I'm sorry to tell you, but we don't know, What I do know for fact is that we have this right now here today. And we have the birds chirping and the sun's out and the grass is green. And you have the decision to make whether it's heaven or hell. A lot of us, a lot of people choose hell. Every single day they choose it. It's like, what are you doing? You don't have to do that. What if you took a really deep breath right now? If you're listening, took a really deep breath right now. You feel a little better? Isn't that weird? Every single time I tell someone to take a deep breath, they feel better. There was, it's just so funny, like, it's kind of become my thing with people to like, I try to be pretty relaxed and pretty chill these days. Like, not a lot is going to get me riled up anymore. I was a riled up teenager. I was angry about stuff. I listened to Tool and I was like mad, but I'm not like angry anymore. I'm not, I'm generally pretty chill about most things. I'm pretty excited about life. I'm pretty happy that I get to wake up. Think about like in Nordic philosophy. Here we go, right? They every morning was a gift from the gods. If they woke up, it was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Thor. Thank you, Odin. Thank you, the gods. You have given me another day. Like, this was awesome. And Valhalla is going to be great, but you have to freaking earn it. You don't get Valhalla. You have to earn Valhalla, right? And if you don't do a good job in this life, you end up in, do I know my words? You end up somewhere. I'll have to look it up. You end up in the place that's not Valhalla. I'll tell you that much. And you don't want to be there, right? Because the party's up in Valhalla. And, it's just like, whether you want to take it at philosophical face value or maybe look more metaphorically on the view of life with me, I think it's like, wow, what a great perspective. It's like, if there is something better next, logically, we would have to do something good to achieve that, right? Like, logically, that is how it works. And I guess you can say in traditional Christianity, that's the point. It's like, you don't have to do anything. Well, okay, sure. Whatever you want to believe. right? That's the point of this. What I'm saying is, isn't it better to have a great life now, no matter what? Like, isn't it, no matter what the end belief is, isn't this life, the one that you're currently living, the one that you know exists for certain, and we all have the shared experience within, isn't it better to do this one, like, awesome? You know? Like, wake up and be like, wow, heck yeah, another day. I don't know, man. I think it's just, this is, again, it's been on my mind a lot recently. I think I'm gonna do a a TikTok this week about kind of this concept a little bit more, kind of just in a quick, little TikTok package. I'm gonna get back at TikTok. I'm just, and the term crash out. I like that term. I kind of crashed out over social media a little while ago and haven't like picked it back up, but I'm coming back. I have, it's like there's things to talk about again, and that's what I'm doing here with this podcast. So I'll keep them quick. They're just thoughts. They're audio first. Do me a favor, if you like them or hate them, let me know. Don't get a whole heck of a lot of feedback on the podcast. We get listeners, which is cool. I know people listen to it. I don't know who you are, but I do thank you very much for listening. I think it's cool that you want to hear what I have to say. And this, you're listening. It's really the last podcast, the one I did on magnesium, that blew up. That one has gotten the most views ever of any podcast of mine ever, and like by a long. Like, I was really happy with my one podcast. Day one got like 300 views. I was like, whoa, that's awesome. My last one got like thousands. And I was like, oh my gosh. So this, your viewership has prompted me to make more. So tell me what you like, please. I need your feedback. That's how this is going to get to be the best. I want to do more of this. I like podcasting the most. So thanks for listening. If you think heaven is not here and have thoughts, I'd love to hear them. Or you think it is and want to talk about it, shoot me a text, 814-403-0835. That's my actual phone number. It's my cell phone. It's my business phone. Not going to lie to you. I have two phones. One's a business, one's personal. It's pretty cool having two phones. No, it's not. It is just two phones, if you could imagine what that's like. But no, it will text me, and I will see it for real. So shoot me a text, what you think about the podcast, what you think about this concept, and if you have ideas, want to chat, maybe I'll have you on, If you're just a cool person, you want to chat, maybe I'll have you on the pod, We can do anything. Audio first, this is easy. Less video, more audio. This has been the USA Medical Podcast.